everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story, and I'm so excited because something special just happened. I just went to my mailbox and guess what? I got a package and it has a book inside. I can tell whenever it's a book, but the thing is, I don't even know what this book is. I wasn't really expecting a book. It really took me by surprise. But we are going to open this package and read it together. I can't wait to see what it is. Are you ready? I'm going to pull it out. Let's see who gets the first peek. Here it comes. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's a Pete the Cat book. A brand new Pete the Cat book. And it's called Pete the Cat, Scaredy Cat. Oh no! Pete the Cat, Scaredy Cat. Why is Pete scared? What is he scared of? It's a brand new book. I've never looked inside before, so I don't know what's going on. But we've got to get into this book and find out what Pete is scared of and what happens when Pete gets scared. Are you ready to get inside this brand new book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. Pete the Cat, Scaredy Cat, written by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the Cat loves stories. Look, it looks like Mama's reading them a book, and Pete loves to hear stories just like you do. Pete loves funny stories. He's reading a silly joke book. Pete loves bedtime stories. He's reading with his flashlight. And Pete really loves true stories. Ooh, it looks like he's in the library picking out a book. But Pete has never heard a scary story. So one cold, dark night, Bob and Pete sit by a campfire. Do you want to hear a spooky, creepy, scary story? Bob asked Pete. Wow, that sounds groovy, says Pete. Uh-oh, Bob's going to tell us a scary story. Bob tells a story about a monster with 7 eyes and spaghetti arms. The monster even has 2 heads and only comes out in the dark. Oh no, that's a very scary story. Boo! Bob teases. Good googly moogly. Pete gulps. He got scared. When Bob's story ends, Pete is a little scared, but he says, I love that story. He loves it, even though it did scare him. Bob and Pete walk to the house. Look up, Bob tells Pete. The monster's 7 eyes are in the sky. Those are not monster eyes. Bob's being tricky. Pete is a little scared, but he says, those are just fireflies. Pete knows those are fireflies. Pete catches one and puts it in a jar. See, nothing to be scared of, Pete. When they get home, something smells yummy. It's dinner time. Bob looks at his plate. Are those monster arms? Bob jokes. Uh-oh, he's trying to be tricky again. Pete is a little scared, but he said, this is just spaghetti. Yum. Pete's favorite. Pete is really getting brave. Bob keeps trying to trick him, but he knows it's just spaghetti. After dinner, Bob and Pete watch television. Oh, look at the monster's 2 heads. Ha ha, Bob laughs. Oh, what is that? Pete is a little scared, but he says, that's just Mom and Dad. It was Mom and Dad and their shadows. Pete is really getting brave. It's bedtime, but it is dark. Pete is all alone. He is really scared now. Suddenly, Pete hears a noise. He sees a dark shadow and grabs a flashlight. Oh no, what is it? What is it? Pete shines the light at the shadow. Good googly moogly, Pete says. Bob, Pete asks, what are you doing here? I guess I was a little scared too, Bob says. Uh-oh, Bob got scared from his own story. It's okay to be scared sometimes, Pete tells Bob. You're right, Bob says. Plus, monsters aren't real. Absolutely not, Pete replies. See, they know it's just a story. The monsters aren't real and there's nothing to be scared of. Bob and Pete still enjoy spooky, creepy, scary stories in the dark. But now they are a little scared together. Wow, I can see why Pete was scared. Bob told him a story about a monster with 7 eyes. And then he kept trying to trick Pete, saying the monster was around. But Pete was really brave because he kept saying, ooh, I'm a little scared, but no, that's not a monster. And ooh, I'm a little scared, but no, that's not a monster. Then it came bedtime and he was really scared because it was dark and he kept thinking about the story. But then his friends showed up because he was scared and they said, okay, let's be scared together because we can be brave when we're together. And the friends had a good sleepover and everything was fine because they said, well, there's no such thing as monsters. We don't have to be scared at all. So Pete was a scaredy cat, but he was a brave cat too. I'm really proud of Pete. He didn't let one little fear keep him from doing fun things, and he didn't let it keep him from going to bed. I'm really proud of Pete. This was a rough book for him, but he did well. And now he says he likes scary stories because he knows they're not real. I like this book. I'm so glad it came in the mail today. This was so much fun. Wow. I'm glad that we only read happy, funny stories when we go to bed. I don't want to read you scary stories because I don't want you to be scared. Even though you have nothing to be scared of, your mom and dad are right there with you. God's watching over you, and monsters aren't real anyway. But just in case, we're not going to read any scary stories here with Miss Dorothy. We're just going to read fun stories about good friends like Pete. This was a good day, and I'm so glad we got to read that book together. I'm so glad I went to the mail and found this package. How exciting was that? You know what? It's time for all my little friends to get into bed and not be scared because there's nothing to be scared of. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow, if someone tells you a scary story, you just say, that's okay. I don't have to be scared because monsters are not real. And I've got my mom and dad to watch over me. That's the best reason for you not to be scared. And the best thing you can do for your mom and dad while they're watching over you? Obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy because I'm going to be sitting right here ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book. And I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.